Welcome to TMXing Adventures. My name is Lisa Keegan and I hope you're enjoying our simmering basket week. We're hopefully learning hints and tips and getting more out of your simmering basket with your TM31, TM5 or TM6. Now today I am doing one of my kids' favorite recipes and it is a savory mince, and usually I do a massive batch where I actually do 1 kilo of mince, but today I'm doing 500 grams and I'm going to show you how easy it is to just do that in a smaller version without using the varoma this time. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put into the Thermomix some veggies. So we're putting into it, these become the steaming liquid by the way. We're putting into it an onion, and normally that would be a brown onion, but today I've only got purples left, so purple will do. A carrot, and it is a small carrot. I'm rating the crisper here for the leftover bits. Some zucchini, similarly, it was a big zucchini though, really quite a round one, but I've cut it in half and then through that way. And then I need some garlic. Okay, now I'm all out of garlic at the moment, still waiting for our garlic in the veggie patch to grow. So we're just using jarred stuff, so in that goes. So there's my base ingredients. Oh, and some oil, okay? You want to make sure nothing sticks in there. So a little bit of oil as well. Probably about 10 grams, not a huge amount. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chop that down. So the other month I did a chopping series where I went through the different chops. So on this we want 3 seconds, speed 5. So up we go to that. Now I am going to have to pause it here because I forgot the key ingredient. I left it in the kitchen of the mince. So I'll be back in a moment and I'm going to actually load this up off camera and I'll come back with that mince in a second. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, mince is in the basket. It's 500 grams. So what we do now is, now this is chopped beautifully, we just put this in place. Now, if you've got a TM31 or a TM5, you don't have the lid, but also make sure you never block the hole in the mixing bowl. We can't with a TM6. I think that's the reason they created the lid. You just need to make sure you never create pressure inside, blocking your measuring cup hole. Now, over the top of this, we're going to put a tin of, well, okay, it's not a tin, half a tin of tomatoes. So 400 grams of tin tomatoes over the top. I'm not going to measure it. I think mine was probably a little light on, but that'll do. Now we need to put something on this mince, otherwise it becomes too dry. Okay, we are doing this in 2 parts. We're doing a 10-minute cook, stopping, coming back and stirring, and then another 10 minutes. That's so you get the texture you want. So if you want chunky bolognese, or savory mince, then by all means you can break it up to chunky then. If you like it quite fine, get your spatula in there then and break it up quite fine then as well. So totally up to you at that 10-minute mark before we put it on with 10 more minutes. That's my veggie stock paste, okay? Hugely important in our Thermomix kitchen and such a cost saver. And then my last thing here is some tomato paste. So that was about half a tablespoon because I'm only doing about a half batch. Maybe a little bit more it was, but we do like veggie stock. And now I'm going to put a heaped teaspoon in of the tomato. Now, tomato paste. You can flavour this as you like. If you've got a particular taco seasoning you make in your Thermomix, you can of course put that in. If you use Worcestershire sauce or those sorts of things, you can actually flavour this as you like. It's just a really great base for other things. So now what we do, I've got everything in, I put the lid on. And I put this on 10 minutes, varoma. Now this is the same no matter what model you've got, okay? 10 minutes, varoma, speed 2, and that's just going to steam. Now, as I said, back in 10 minutes, I'll come back and we're going to break it up to the texture we like. Cook it another 10 minutes, then I'll come back and I'm going to show you how to combine it all together. This is a fantastic dish, okay? It is one that is just, my family love eating stirred through some cooked pasta. We use our thermo server to cook the pasta. Many of you have seen that before on my YouTube channel. But a fantastic way of steaming your dinner and taking control of that texture, because that's the other thing many of you have told me in the past is mince comes out too fine. Anyone in the comment section want to comment on that? So by doing this, you have complete control over that texture that it finishes up as. So I'll see you in 10 minutes time to show you this next step on this recipe. And by the way, if you want the recipe card for this, head over to my website, tmxingadventures.com.au. You can find it on that QR code there. And you can download that. It's on the front on the little mobile phone symbol. So click on that, download it, print it, so you've got this recipe for future reference. But otherwise, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Bye for now. Okay, welcome back. Let's go. This has been cooking for 10 minutes. You see not much looks like it's happened, okay? And that's okay. It still has another 10 minutes to cook. By the way, I forgot to mention earlier, if you'd like a recipe to follow for this, there is the chunky bolognese, I think it is, on cookie dough. So you can see here, the middle is not cooked yet, but the outside is. I've got to say, some of my inside looks like it's actually frozen still. So I may have to add an extra 5-minute cook, or maybe even a 10-minute cook, because can you see that in the center there? Not for me, not scraping, that's actually not moving. That's a frozen chunk by the looks of it in the very middle there. Let's just give that a move around. But I do love the fact that you can still cook it even though it's frozen, as long as it fits in your simmering basket. So what I might do is I'm going to put this on for another 10 minutes and hopefully get rid of that chunk in the middle. The outside bits will actually still continue to cook. These corners have actually, you can see down there, maybe, see how they've started to cook? Where's that camera? There it is. You can see they've changed to the brown. So the edges are actually all cooking already. It's really just that center. So we give it a big stir. I'm going to put it on for 10 more minutes, and I'll actually take you on the journey, even though it's frozen. I'll do, however long it takes with you to show you how to get this finished and done. So another 10 minutes on the timer. Whoop, somewhere in between. Varoma again, remember to reset it, and then speed 2, and off it goes. So I'll see you soon for the next step. Okay, it has been going for a while, but it also, I got distracted between times of coming back. So here I am. Let's have a look and see if that has cooked through in the center yet. It's still a bit pink. Can you guys see that? But that's okay. If you've got mince that is actually not frozen, it'll be done in 20 minutes. I'm going to give this 5 more minutes, and that's all it's going to take to actually cook that through. You can see I'm stirring that sauce into it. I'm breaking up any big chunks. We don't like chunky mince, but we also don't like pasty mince. And those of you who've done a mince in the Thermomix before, you may know what I'm referring to when it comes to pasty mince. And that's not what I want. So I'm just breaking it up nice and evenly, making sure that that sauce is coating all the yummy parts. And then let's put it back on for 5 more minutes, and this will be done, I reckon, in 5 minutes. So I will be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to show you how to combine it and finish it off. So 5 minutes, remember to set the Varoma again, and off to speed 2, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, it is finishing off now, so let's wait for that to be done. It's on the 20-second cool down, which is a bit of a safety override to make sure you don't hurt yourself with your Thermomix getting that lid off too quickly. So it just stops it slower. And anytime now, here we go. Now it should be done, I reckon. Let's just wait for those arms to unlock, and let's check it out. So flick this lid open, and that looks amazing. That's what we're looking for it to be nice and consistent through. And yours would be done, if you didn't have frozen mince, yours would have been done in that 20 minutes. Okay, 10 and 10, and the 10, after the first 10, the stop is to actually break it up. Remember, to consistency that you want. Now we just use our awesome end of our spatula there, and we're going to put it in the hole. And you can see as well that I've got the lid open for that. Can you see how this lid is out the way? For those of you with TM6, I would suggest you do that. Then we just turn it. I'm just going to use my finger on the other end so I don't drop it, because I am a bit precarious here. And we're going to now combine that up. So I'll just move that out the way. Just reach that spatula inwards to let it drop off the simmering basket. And now just give this a little stir together, and we are literally done. That is your beautiful savoury mince. Nice and plain and simple, but so incredibly tasty. And of course, as I made mention, you can put taco seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, whatever you'd normally put with your mince. There is no reason why you can't spice this up to be your flavour of choice. So let me put it in a bowl, and let's finish up this recipe. So 20 minutes to make your own savoury mince using your simmering basket, okay? So today was all about featuring the simmering basket. See if I can get that so you can see it a bit better. But this is going to go with some beautiful pasta for the kids. It's going to stir through. Pasta's cooking in the thermo server outside, and they will absolutely love this for dinner, okay? So this is how easy it is to do that in the simmering basket. Now, if you've got any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Please don't hesitate to reach out. But thanks for joining me today to learn more about your Thermomix and what else you can do with the different parts on your Thermomix. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you've got questions. But otherwise, thanks for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video soon. And if you would like the recipe card for this recipe, do check that out at the QR code over there, and you'll find it in the little mobile phone download on the screen. But otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.